is up? Welcome back to another video. It is me, the Review Master 19 here, and today we're going to be talking about the Flak 88 by Tamiya, or an update of how the progression has gone. Quick update, work on the Rifle Tiger has subsequently stopped for now because I'm working on the Flak 88, and once I've finished the Flak 88, we will start work on the Tiger 1. We have a Pack 40 by Mini Art, which I have yet to unbox and review. We have a Takom Hetzer with full interior to do. So yeah, feel free to subscribe and like. It helps the channel a lot. So update on the Flak 88. I used Tamiya, and actually let me get the paint real quick. I'm using Tamiya XF60 yellow. If you remember on the channel update, I asked the guy at the counter, the model shop, what's the best paint you've got for a German tank or German equipment, and he said Dunkelgelb, which is similar. And when it dries, it's very nice. In no way, shape or form am I a professional builder. I do not call myself a professional builder. I just do modelling as a hobby and creating history in 3D form. So this is really cool. You can see the stand, or the base as it's called. You've got the two little hand wheels. I believe these were used to, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe these were used to tension the gun or something, or maybe move the outriggers. The outriggers do move up, and these are the outrigger handles, I believe, so they could push these down like that. No, it was hydraulic. They could change the positions of the feet, so to speak. These are the clamps, of course. We've got the screws in because they're tiny and they don't want to lose them. We actually have, if I zoom in, we have the travel lock mechanism. So that is the thing that held the gun while during transport. So yeah, very nice. Then we have the blast shield. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, but this is the blast shield. Basically the thing that protected the crew and protected the flak. It's a horrible colour, I know. I still need to repaint it, and yes, I've left a lot of brush strokes on it. That will be fixed with weathering. I actually thought this was a Balkenkreuzer, or the German cross. It's actually not. These are actually, believe it or not, this is a sight thing, so they could see out. This is the little hole space with the recuperation gas cylinders. On the back, you've got the two little handles, well, not handles, but like the clamps that go into the 88 to hold the shield. And the real cool thing is this. So on the model, it has this little thing. Watch this. You can actually open it. How cool is that? You can open it all the way as well, which is nice. And I'm just going to show you from the other side what that looks like. So not even moving it, or moving the handle, and there you go. You can see beautiful. And there is a bit where you can lock it as well, like that. So if you want it halfway, you can definitely do so. But I tend to like it in this position because if the Flak 88 crew need to go, and of course when the Flak 88 is in use, of course they can open that and they can see out. But yeah, that's what that was used for. So very cool. So we'll just put that there. There you go. So this shield, the Bogies. So Bogies, oh, very funny. No, the Bogies are actually to transport the Flak 88, and as you can see, I've tried to do as best as I could. This is the tow hitch, so it moves up and down. It's got a little handle there for the crew. And of course, you can maybe clip this onto a SDKZ. Gosh, what is it called? True transport vehicle. I don't know. Schlepper? No. Something like that. A 251? I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, SDKZ something. Designation. It's a half track. So the seat is nice. I did use some Revel leather bron on there. You can see the little details. The Flak 88 does not have an engine. It's hydraulically and pneumatic powered. These here are tow cables, I believe, and they were a nightmare to put on. Please excuse my bad painting skills. Modelling is just a hobby, and I needed to see if the paint worked. So you've got the front steps here, which is nice. Everything will be painted, don't worry. And the seat was basically for when they would fire the Flak 88, they could fire it when it was mounted on the Bogies as well with a tow hitch. And the gunner could sit here and he could operate these pedals to fire the gun, and it's one on the other side too. But yeah, pretty cool. Looks like a very comfy seat, you know, but I wouldn't want to be firing this thing. So that's the first bogie, and as you can see on the bottom, there's a bunch of things. It's grey and yeah, not nice. But one of the tyres, doing moving the tyres were difficult actually to glue them as well. And there's these little things as well, which are supposed to move, but they broke off. So yeah, but you're not really going to see the underside, so you don't need to worry about that. And then you got the second bogie, and as you can see, I like the way the paint has actually come across, it moves. But yeah, you can see the boxes here. I believe these boxes were to carry the stakes. Yes, because there's 4 of them on each side, so the stakes, and we'll get into the stakes in a minute. No, we're not talking about Nosferatu. I like to make jokes in my videos every now and then, but as you can see, you got another tow hitch as well. Very nice. Right, let's go on to the big boy. Now, there are 2 designations of flak. There's the Flakkanonen 36 and the Flakkanonen 38. The Flak 36 and 38 and 37, or the 37 and 36. The 36 is the anti-tank gun of everything. The Flak 37 is the anti-aircraft gun, and there are modifications in the manual that you needed to make. The colour on the gun is beautiful. I do like the way it's come out, apart from the horrible, oh gosh, purple camouflage that I tried to do. These are not AFV club, no it's not. Yeah, it is AFV markers. Yep, it's an okay one, I guess. Oh, handshaking, whoops. But as you can see, the gun has this cylinder on it, and that's for the 36, and on 37 it'd be a lot smaller. These are the 2 gas recuperation cylinders, basically hydraulic. And watch this, if you look very closely inside, it was difficult to get this to work, but you can see the hydraulics, they work. Look at that. And there's teeth as well. And this is the automatic ramming system, so the gun could only recoil so far. This here, I didn't actually know until I watched Johnny Johnson's video, so I'll be mentioning him in the comments or in my description because he helped me explain everything in this video. And I'm currently watching his 8.8cm flak video as we speak. This, I believe, is the direction finder, or basically come up with little blips. This is the fuse setter's seat, and he would, of course, identify how many Flak 88s there were in the area, and I don't really know what this does. All I know is it's fuse setter. This little box here is really interesting because if we take one of our rounds, which I really like, basically the fuse setter would put the fuse in automatically, and they would put these in here. I originally thought it was storage, but it's not. So they'd put these in here, and they'd lift up the caps, and it would the fuse setter would automatically put the fuse in, or the calculation, and they put these in, and it'd screw the fuse, and it would basically hardwire the fuse to set a certain height or a certain degree or something like that, which is very nice. This is a AP round, by the way, same as the Tiger 1, and we'll have a look at the rest in a minute. But yeah, really interesting feature. So the Flak 88 could fire very quick with a well-trained crew of 10 or 8. Something else to note, the automatic rammer. There was supposed to be a little cage basket thing here. I removed it because most Flak 88s didn't have it. This is quite cool actually. If you look, this is the automatic ramming system. You can actually maybe fit a shell, but don't, because it's not supposed to do that. We can look at the details of the breech, and you've got the handle for opening the breech, and you've got the automatic ramming system, because yes, this model actually has recoil. So, I'm going to speak in a bit of German, and enjoy. Achtung, 500 Meter, Firefly! That was probably the most rubbish Flak 88 firing you've ever seen in your life. I do apologise. Anyway, so speaking of detail, it was nice, and It had an automatic ramming system, so the gun could only go so far into press. Pretty cool actually how it would work. This here is a sextant, and that basically measured the height and direction of the gun. You've got, oh yeah, you got this little seat which pops out. It's like a real cool model actually. It's Tamiya, by the way. But as you can see, the seat I still need to paint. And you've got the gunner's sights here, so you would be looking out of here. You've got hand wheel for traversing and hand wheel for elevating the gun. And yes, the gun does elevate very beautifully. And as you can see, an update on the model, it's just beautiful. We've got this little fuse box here. Sadly, one of the automatic rammer things broke off because I was painting it and yeah, the glue burnt it. My advice to you modelers, if you do model, do not use copious amounts of Tamiya glue, otherwise it will break. So I'm just going to do something which I know all of you modelers want to see, and that is, can the breech open? That is my main question. Your answer, jawohl, yes it can. And you can actually load a shell inside. And you can actually shut the guard. And, get this, you can actually open the breech. Okay, like that. And if you really want to do this, watch this. Of course, the breech block just fell out, and I, of course, need to glue a few things back. Anyway, here we go. The round gets stuck. It's stuck. Oh no. Yeah, it's stuck. Oh gosh, what have I done? So the gun can actually come off the platform, which is nice. Oh, there you go. As you can see, it does actually go in very nicely, and the breech block goes inside. But yes, you can fit a round in. My camera is struggling to focus, please, thank you. So yeah, I painted the interior of the breech block silver, because that's what it was. As you can see, really nice. So we talked about that. Now I'm going to show you the shells. By the way, this bit keeps coming off. And when you build the model, if you ever get the model, guys, make sure that you put this little tiny piece, okay? Make sure you put it on, not that way, make sure you put it on this way. Because if you don't, it's going to ruin the rail system. But yeah, really cool. So now let's get into the moment you've all been waiting for, the rounds. The rounds were a real pain to do, but eventually I managed to get them done. I have to say I'm very proud with the way they came out. So we have high explosive, HE, the yellow tipped ones, and yes, there is silver. If I zoom in, camera, please focus. Okay, I'm not very good at painting, but I have to say these are pretty good. These are actually Tamiya crates, and yes, the boxes have not been painted fully. I still need to do those. As you can see, they are all loose, and they're plastic, and they're very well painted, and whatnot. Yep. And high explosive would be for, you know, small targets. And then you've got AP, or armor piercing. And I love the colour I've used on these, and yes, they are all loose. So, yes, they are all loose. Oh gosh, but they're very easy to lose. But yeah, they're white tipped. They're very interesting. And there are actually 9 rounds in total that you can put in the crates, and then you've got a few others as well. I also do have a plethora of empty shell casings. Yep. So they're nice. And of course we have the stakes. So that was just an update of the Tamiya Flak 88. I probably waffled on a bit. There will be a full review and a full explanation of the Flak 88 in 2 parts. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Stay awesome, guys, and I shall update you when the Flak 88 is ready.